Hey guys, it's Cherise here again. Getting ready to do a get ready with me. This is gonna be a long one, just so you know, because I'm gonna do everything. So first, I know my throat is kind of dry all of a sudden. Oh goodness. I just realized I still haven't had any protein since I got food poisoning from Chick-fil-A, which was what day? That was Tuesday? Something like that. Monday, Tuesday, one of them days. So I'm gonna start with my face is clean. I'm going to wear this Neutrogena Sport Face Oil-Free Lotion Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 70 Plus Resist Sweat. This is gonna be my moisturizer slash primer today. I'm gonna apply it quite generously because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be outside. All I know is that I have a really long day today. Hey Nola. Really long day. It is currently 11:37 a.m. I'm slightly behind schedule with me getting ready, but man, I don't have a vision like I did yesterday. So you're probably wondering, what is this long day about? So they had the they had the Hilton Head Island Jazz Camp this week. And it's geared towards middle school through high school students. And if you guys know me, I love jazz, and I didn't even know this thing existed until I saw one of the band directors that works for my district post that they have like a recital, and then they give a concert. So yesterday I went to their recital. It's not the word they use. I can't remember the word they use. Their recital thing, kind of like a practice for their concert tonight or this afternoon at 2 p.m. But the little recital was last night at 5 p.m. And it just made my heart smile to see kids learning about jazz and just the literature that they chose. And they're really getting a jump start to a lot of things that I didn't really start learning until I was in college. So I decided that even though the concert is $12 today, I'm going to go and I'm going to pay and I'm going to support them in the concert that they're doing today. See, I was cold and all of a sudden I got hot. I got a little bit of sunscreen in my eye. You guys know me, I always get stuff in my eyes. So that sunscreen is in there. And as you can see, no white cast whatsoever. And it doesn't really leave a greasy feel behind either, which is why I love this Neutrogena Sport Face Sunscreen SPF 70 Plus. So, the concert is at 2 p.m. And today they're doing some combos, a jazz choir. I think there's going to be a couple jazz vocal solos. And they're doing all the big bands today, which I am so excited about because if you knew me, if you watched some of my older videos, my favorite thing is playing in a big band. I love playing baritone saxophone in a big band. That's my favorite thing I did in college. That was like the joy of my college career, was anything related to jazz, specifically playing bari sax in a big band setting. That was my favorite thing. I also loved being a jazz vocalist, and I loved singing in jazz voices, which was our jazz choir. Y'all, I have sunscreen in my eyes. That's why I'm like blinking. The light is bright that I use for my videos. Nola's in my room on my bed. I'm just closing the door just in case any dogs or people walk by. Nola won't try to go run out there and bark at them. Y'all, I really do have sunscreen in this eye. Like, I'm tearing up. My eyes are turning red. Today's drink is strawberry kiwi V8 splash. Thanks to my mom. Oh, my eye. Okay. Think I'm good to keep going. Whew. Y'all, don't get sunscreen in your eyes. It hurts. It's more so irritating than painful. Alright, for foundation today, I'm going to use, I think, an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to go in with the Revlon Color Stay foundation in the shade 410 Cappuccino. I'm going to blend that out with a e.l.f. buffing brush. I think that's what this is called. e.l.f. buffing brush or blending brush. I love this brush for blending out foundation. I love this foundation. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite drugstore foundation. Oh yeah, and there's some in there. I'm just going to start with 3 pumps. Let's do 3. So I hit the spots. This color though, we'll see. I think we'll be okay. So, wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the concert is at 2. And then the people that run the camp, all the musicians, the like nationally, oh goodness, words, all the nationally and internationally renowned, well-known jazz musicians, then they perform at a local jazz club on the island called the Jazz Corner, but it's not until 7 p.m. I'm going to guess that this concert is going to be at least 2 hours though, depending on how many charts each big band plays. It's probably going to be 2 hours. So that means that we'll get out of there around 4, but then everybody's going to gather their kids and all the pictures and stuff and small talk. So I'm going to say that we'll leave by 4:30. And then that gives us, 2.5 hours until they start playing at 7. So our plan is to camp out because it's always packed in there. It's always crowded. There's usually like a line where people have to wait to get in because it's a very popular, night out establishment. We're planning to camp out in front of the Jazz Corner until they start playing to ensure that we get a spot because it fills up quickly. So that means that we're probably going to be camping out outside, which is why I put on all of that sunscreen and got some in my eye. And this is also the reason why I'm using this foundation because it's super long wearing. It resists sweat. It has a 24-hour wear. This stuff is amazing. The Revlon Color Stay for oily combination skin. So that's why I wanted to use this foundation. And I really like the finish of it too. It actually has a pretty natural finish on top of sunscreen before setting it. It gives you really luminous skin, but that's not really my style. So yeah, that's our plan today. I probably won't stay for their entire set. I'll probably stay for the first set. Usually when a combo plays, the set can be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour-ish usually, and they usually take a little break and they do a second set. Sometimes they do sets of 3. It really just depends on the group and the hours of the establishment and things like that. All right. This foundation is a medium to full coverage. I'm getting a nice medium, almost full coverage. I can still see some of my imperfections shining through, and that's okay with me. So 3 pumps of that is all you really need. Probably could get away with 2. I could. You guys know that I have stuff that I need to cover. All right, moving on to setting my face. I'm going to use, sorry, my nose started to run, the same powder I used yesterday. And that is the LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Press Powder in the shade Chestnut. I love this powder. It works, and I love the color of it. I feel like it's a really good shade for me. So I'm just going to use this e.l.f. I'm using a lot of e.l.f. brushes for the face. I love e.l.f. face brushes. This e.l.f. powder brush to press the powder into my skin. It will take the shade of the foundation down, make it a little bit darker, in addition to totally mattifying the skin and sealing this foundation in so that it can resist humidity, sweat, and possibly rain. I don't know if it's supposed to rain or not on the island. That's the one thing about summertime. Summertime when the living is easy. One girl sang that, or no, it was 2 girls that sang it together. Ooh, they did so good yesterday. Yeah, they did really good. Wow. Amazing performances. Just excellent camp. I could tell that they're really learning a lot and getting a lot out of it. All right, so I'm doing one side to show you the difference. Look at that compared to this. So if you have oily skin, I highly suggest this powder. And this is also the powder I take with me to touch up. What was I saying? Summertime? Oh yeah, the thing about here in the summer is that since there's like so much humidity and like moisture in the air, and I'm like close to the ocean and close to like the Gulf, kind of like Florida is not that far away. I think it's 2 hours from here to Jacksonville, Florida. So like we have a lot of currents and weather systems just floating around this general region of the United States. So it could be totally sunny with like just a few clouds, but then it will be sunny and raining for like 10 minutes, and then the rain will go away, and then it's sunny all day until like 9 or 10 p.m., and then we have like a full-on thunderstorm. But during the day, sometimes it will just randomly rain but be completely sunny, and that has always kind of fascinated me. I'm like, wow, it's totally sunny but raining. Like, you hardly see any clouds, but there's water falling from the sky. And that's pretty neat. So, yeah, you never know whether or not it's going to rain or not. And sometimes, like, you look at your phone and it will say, like, 0% chance of rain. And then, like I said, it will just rain randomly during the middle of the day for, like, 10 minutes, and then it goes away and it's sunny again. And it's almost like it never happened, except there's puddles on the ground, because where I live floods terribly really quick. I have a really dark spot down here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Uh-oh. My man friend is sick. He was improving for 2 days, and now he took a turn for the worse. Oh gosh, that's not good. He's got to take care of himself. Pray for my friend Paul that he gets better and that he doesn't stay sick. That's not good. Okay, so you can definitely see how this powder just makes it all match, and I love the shade of it. It really goes so well with my skin tone. So I love this powder, and like I said, this is what I take with me to touch up, which I don't even really touch up anymore. Most of the time, I won't touch up with powder, I'll just blot. Or I'll just like rub the brush over my face to like move the oil around essentially. Or let the brush bristles soak up any excess oil. I don't really be messing with powder when I'm out and about. I ain't got the time. Okay. So we are powdered. I'm going to go straight into the brows. I'm kind of switching up the order of how I've been doing my face lately. And I need to open another one of these. I just finished this retractable eyeliner from Wet n Wild. That's what I always use to do my brows. Let me get another one. Summertime, living is easy. And I had my eyebrows really dark yesterday. I really like that. So this is what I use. This is a packaging. It comes in, if you ever wonder. I buy them like about 2 or 3 at a time whenever I go to pick some up. I usually get mine at Dollar General. This is in the shade black, and these have a 12-hour wear, and they don't budge. They don't move, and I love them for my brows. And they're waterproof, so it's perfect. So I'm just going to take this. Brand new. When it comes to when you first open it, it has like a nice pointed tip. It's really nice. And yes, we're gonna go straight into doing the brows. The first song that the jazz vocalist did yesterday was Blue Skies, which is my personal favorite. Whenever people usually ask me to sing like on the spot, they're like, hey, come sing with us. You want to sing a song? That's the one that I always choose. It's also one of the few songs that I know all of the words to. I'm terrible at memorizing words to songs, like really bad. So that's the one I know all the songs. And it's just in a comfortable key for me. And I always scat amazingly during the solo break. So that's my safe song. And I just love it. It's just a happy song. It's uplifting. So upbeat, happy tune. I really like Summertime, but I definitely don't have the range to sing Summertime. Yeah, not at all. But I do like that song. And then a girl sang the Nina Simone version of Feeling Good, which I love that one too. Y'all know I love some Nina. Nina has that nice, deep, strong voice. I love voices like that because I have a deeper voice for women, and so I can really connect more with like Nina Simone, even though Ella has a huge range, but she can sing in the high and the low. But I mean, that's why I connect more to Nina Simone and Ella than I really do Billie Holiday. She's more of soprano, mezzo soprano, soprano. Yeah, I like the Sarah Vaughan, Nina Simone, Ella type voices that can get down really low. Really, I feel like my range is very comparable to a first or second tenor. That's very comfortable for me. That's the range that I prefer to sing in, but of course, that doesn't happen when you're a woman in college. They push you out of your comfort zone, which I'm thankful for, because now I'm not as limited in what I can sing. But that's where my comfort zone is. With the men's. Okay, brows. I don't even think I'm gonna have to set these with like my mascara. The mascara helps to make them darker, but since this color is black, I love the darkness that I have now. So I'm just going in and working on the arch and the tail. My brows looked really good yesterday. I was very happy with them. So I'm trying to have another super awesome brow day. There's this one kid at the camp that plays bari sax. Oh my gosh, I love his bari sax. He has a really good sound too. He's really putting air through the horn, which is good. Makes me happy. One day I'll own a bari sax. One day. Seeing as that is my favorite saxophone to play. Love it. Alright, so those are the brows. Trying to decide if I want to put just a little bit more on this side or if I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to leave them as is. So yep, these are the brows. I like the color that they are. So I'm just going to not set them with mascara today. Yes, they're very dark, very bold. Loving it. So let's move on to eyeshadow. So I've been changing it up a little bit. I used to highlight before I did my brows, but we're changing things up. And I think I'm going to take a step away from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I've literally been using it nonstop since I got it. So what, 2 weeks or so now? However long I've had it. Gonna give it a little bit of a rest. And I'm going to use my Juvia's Place palettes. I haven't really shown off my Magic palette too much. And my Saharan palette, which my dog unfortunately chewed the corner of. Yes, as you can see right there. There's some of her teeth marks. She's asleep on the bed looking precious now. But don't let that fool you. So I've really been wanting to do a purple lip or just something with purple. So I think that's what I'm going to go for today. I'm probably going to have to pull in some other palettes other than these two. But I know for my lid, I want to use the shade Faso. That's like one of the first shades I ever used. It's like this beautiful iridescent purpley shade right here. That's going to be my lid color today. And for the crease, I think I'm just going to do some matte purples in the crease. Or we could be super colorful today. I don't really want to be too colorful today. I like want to be colorful, but then I don't. I don't know, we might do some blues and stuff in the crease. Nah, I should keep it purple. Is one of these purple? Or are these both blue? Actually, on my eyes, I'm going to use this palette. I'm going to use that in the crease. Let's just try and use this palette alone today. Just the magic palette. All right, let's get started. I have a vision for my look. So now I can get started. Ew, why am I coughing up mucus? I don't have allergies. I don't know what's going on with me and my health. I need to go to the doctor. My mom keeps telling me that. It's probably why I'm like having weird symptoms. Okay, I really want to leave at 1 so I can get there early. Because I also need to get money for my ticket and stuff. So let's get started. We're going to use the shade Nana as our transition shade. I don't really want to use anything too red. I don't want too many colors going on. So we're going to use Nana. It's like an orangey light brown. Which makes me think of that song, oh Nana, look what you done started. Oh Nana, da 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 da. Ooh na na na, put your hands in the air if you're something tonight. Who sings that song? You know what song I'm talking about? Ooh na 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 na. That song. Okay, basically that's not even showing up on my skin. Well, we'll put it on both sides anyway. Show it up a little bit. Oh, no, no. I can't remember who sings that song, but it's stuck in my head. It's one of those like R&B dudes. I just literally can't even think of his name. He's newer. Not new, but newer like in the past 5 years, I feel like. I don't know, I'm getting old. Okay. Well, that's our transition shade. It's literally very close to my skin tone. It's just a little bit more orange than my skin, so you can hardly see it. Let's go ahead and go on with the shade Ife. Right here. I'm pretty sure it's a really, really dark purple or it's a navy blue. So we're going to use that. Same brush, very carefully placing the shade. It's super dark and Juvia's Place shadows are super duper pigmented. I feel like this isn't the best brush. Just like yesterday, I was having issues with this brush in this area of my eye. So we'll just use it to kind of just put some color down, and then I'm going to have to use another brush to do a better job of what I'm trying to do right now. I know that probably makes no sense. So I'm going to use this Coastal Scents brush. It's a little bit flatter, but also kind of fluffy. So you can also blend with it. But this will help me to be able to place the color more effectively and efficiently where I want it to be. There we go. And I'm putting this basically on the outer, we'll say the outer half of my eye. And I'm kind of stopping right in the crease, right in the socket of my eye. Because you see when I open it, it doesn't go above. Can y'all hear Nola breathing in her sleep. I don't know what that child dreams about, but sometimes she'll be running in her sleep. Sometimes she wags her tail in her sleep so hard that it's woken me up. Or sometimes she'll bark in her sleep. That's really cute though, because it's not like a full-on bark, you know, because she's sleeping. But it's like, it's so cute. She's silly. And then sometimes it's almost like she's having nightmares, because sometimes she'll just wake up. You know, I wonder what was really going on in her mind. Okay. I'm really making sure to get it right in the crease area. I'm really starting to blend in there. As you can see, I'm just rubbing it back and forth, and this shade I think is a really deep purple now that I look at it in the light, which is perfect because that's what I wanted. I'm going to take the top part up and over a little bit further than the rest of my eye. You see how it's coming in further than lower on my lid, so a little bit deeper into the crease, like so. We look really crazy, but we're just going to leave it like that for now. Now I'm going to go in with the lid shade on my finger, Faso, which is right above the shade Ife. Faso right there. This is what we just put on the crease and outer V area, and now we're going with, oh gosh, now we're going in with Faso right here. Totally hit my computer with the palette. Now I'm going to use my finger to apply it, like I said, to the lid area, and it's like a duochrome purple iridescent holographic, really pretty shade. And I'm just placing that all over the lid, and I'm overlapping just a little bit with Ife. Going ahead and kind of blending that right over top. Look at that. Oh. So pretty. And these just glide on so easy with your finger. Like, you just lightly rub and dab it on your eye and it's there. That's what I love about Juvia's Glaze shadows. They're just amazing. They're so good. And with my smaller detail brush, I'm going to use the same Faso shade on the inner corner of my eye. Just, we're not going to be too complicated with this look. Like, literally, I think it's going to be 4 eyeshadows. I'm not going to, 3 eyeshadows if we don't count Nana that doesn't really show up on my skin tone. I'm taking this same shadow and I'm just putting it in the inner corner, the tear duct area of my eye. And I think I'm going to wear my jean shirt with this look. I'm going to do a jean on jean look today. It's one of my favorite looks, actually. I have this like light wash denim shirt. Then I'll do dark denim jeans. It's been one of my favorite looks. With my Birkenstocks, I love them. And a black purse to keep it simple. Really casual, really simple. Loving how this is turning out. I'm just going to use this brush to really make sure that the shade is in the crease area and that there's no gaps. So right now it looks really harsh. The edges are not blended at all. So we need to change that. I'm going to dab off that Sigma diffuse crease brush that we started to use to apply Ife, and I'm just going to use that to soften up the edges and blend everything out. And just see how this looks without adding any additional shadows or colors to this look. Okay. So this one kind of smoked out a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of that Ipe color and see if I can get the same effect going on this side. There we go. Wiping off the excess. I'm literally just blending this into the crease and diffusing the edges of this look. I'm just taking it up. As you can see. So now we have kind of a cat eye going. And I'm liking the way this is looking without any other shades. So I'm not going to add any other shadows to this look. So let's go back to the lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit more of Faso, our lid color, and inner tear duct color on the same brush I was using before. I'm going to go halfway on my lower lash line. Beautiful. And I'm just also going to blend into the deeper outer V area. All right, taking Ife, same brush. Time to do the outer half of the lower lash line. And of course, I'm going to overlap and blend in the center. Just to make sure everything connects and flows together. So literally this eyeshadow look is 2 eyeshadows, and look what you can create with 2 eyeshadows. Look how much beauty and dimension is in this look just using 2 eyeshadows. Like, it doesn't have to be complicated, especially when you use a shadow like Faso that's like iridescent duochrome. It has dimension in itself, like on its own. Taking the diffused crease brush, going back into Ife, which is that deep shade that's in the outer V area, I'm just adding a little bit more to the crease. Right in the crease. Then I'm going to wipe off the excess on my little tissue I have over here. I'm just going to do some more blending. I love the way my eyes came out. I think it's so pretty. Alright, so that's it for eyeshadow, and I used the Magic Palette from Juvia's Place, and these are the 2 main shadows that I used right there. Faso and Ife. I'm going to look in this palette just to see if there's anything I want to use to highlight the brow bone. But honestly, I'm thinking about just leaving my skin and the rest of my face just with nothing, and just having the sole focus be on the eyes. And I'm also doing a bold lip with this. So this might be a super simple makeup look today. I just don't want too much going on, because that can happen sometimes with makeup. My nose is already starting to sweat, so I'm just going to brush that with the brush that we used to apply our face powder. And like yesterday, I don't want to do a wing liner. I'm just going to kind of tight line or make a very thin line with my NYX matte liquid liner and black. No wings though. As low into the lashes as I can, because I do not want to cover up our lid shade. And you just see how that just defines the eyes a little more. And this also helps to make your lashes look thicker after you apply mascara, especially if you're not going to wear false lashes like I don't. There we go. And for mascara, I'm going to do what I did yesterday. Actually, I'm going to see if I just go in with the Maybelline, the Falsies Push-Up Drama. See how that looks. I'm carefully applying this. To my lashes. And yeah, I think I can get away with just using this one alone. But if you pair this up with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, your lashes will be like, wow. They'll look fake. But I'm just going to use this one alone today and just kind of layer it up. Just because I'm feeling lazy. Did something just fall out of this mascara tube? Why is my nose running, guys? I don't know why. This will look really beautiful with like a super dark vampy purple lip. But I don't want to do a vampy purple lip. I want to do like a true purple lip. But I don't know if it's going to look right with this eye look. Because it's coming out very blue on camera. And in person, kind of. But when you get closer, you can see the purple. So, we'll see. This one girl sang Moon Dance by Van Morrison. And I have always played that, but I forgot that I had words. And I was like, oh, this is a really nice song. Kind of appropriate. I feel like it's a little bit appropriate for her age. It's about making love, basically. But she did a really good job performing it. Let's just ignore the words. She did an excellent job performing it. I have that tune stuck in my head, the melody to that song. So that's kind of just one coat. Like I said, I'm really liking my skin with nothing on it, but I do kind of want just a nose and Cupid's bow highlight. And I need something that's more cool toned. Honestly, more on the icy silvery side. So I'm going to get my trusty dusty eyeshadow from NARS that I like to use. But where is it? Is it up here? Yes, it is. I did that last time. So this shadow is called Himalaya. And I'll let you see it. That's what it looks like. It's kind of like a champagne kind of color. I'm just going to use my finger to apply this. My nose is still sweating. Apply this to the bridge of my nose. I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. You can get more precise application with a brush, but I just feel like using my fingers because I'm being lazy today. I'm not done blending yet. Also, Cupid's bow. And this is one of their dual intensity eyeshadows. And I just think that looks really good with the look because it's kind of cool toned. But it's not too cool to where it looks like ugly and ratchet on my skin tone since I am dark skinned, but it is cool enough to go with the look. But I'm just blending over with my powder brush that I use to apply my face powder. And then I'll re-intensify where I need to with my finger. And that's all I want to do for like highlight, yes. Nothing else. I don't want any on the cheeks. I'm debating whether or not I even really want to do my brow bone. Let's do a little bit on the brow bone. I'm going to use this brush from BH Cosmetics. It's a 122. And this little thing does have a mirror. I'm going to use this to apply a little bit of this to the brow bone. Oh yeah, I like that on the brow bone. That's pretty. I'm using this brush because I can also like buff the color, and a little bit goes a long way. This is my worst eye, so I'm having a harder time looking into this mirror. This itty bitty mirror with this eye. Fun fact, I wear glasses. Some of y'all probably know if you've seen some of my older videos. And I actually really love the glasses that I have now. I should wear them more. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, I like that. That's a brow highlight. And I'm just going to lightly kind of buff to the very front of my brows too. Just to spread the love. Yes. Love it. I still don't want to put any on the cheeks. We're keeping the face matte today. Just, we don't want to be all sorts of glowy too soon. To add a little bit more dimension to my face, since I'm not going to use any highlight on my cheeks, just kept it on the nose, Cupid's bow, brow bone. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder in the shade Dark Cafe on that same powder brush that I've been using. And this is a little bit more cool toned, a little bit lighter than the powder I currently have on. I'm going to take this on this brush. I'm just going to put some right underneath my eye in this area, just to lighten it up a little bit. So kind of like highlighting without concealer. I'm going to do a few layers. And I really like the finish of this powder. It's really smoothing. And do the chin as well, especially since this is a matte powder. And right in between my eyebrows. I don't really go too much on my forehead, you know, because we don't want that to be highlighted. We don't want to add any attention to my forehead. With whatever's left over, I'm going to go kind of underneath the contour area. So you see how that kind of added a little bit of dimension to the face, ever so slightly, because it's very close to my skin tone. So yeah, that did a little something something. I like it. Okay, on to lips, and we're done with this makeup look. Okay, I have lots of things running through my head, and I think what's going to happen is I'm going to use a lipstick, and I'm going to apply an eyeshadow over the lipstick to get the exact purple that I want, that I think would best complement this eye look. Now I've done this before, and it's really pretty. I'm just going to add a little bit of my Smith's Rosebud Salve to my lips, just a little bit. Just a little bit of love, a little bit. And let me get that lipstick. The lipstick I'll be using today, which I just got a new one of, is one of my favorite purples, and it's from Milani. And it's called Sangria number 21. I also really like sangria. Some good stuff. My dog accidentally scratched my elbow. I keep touching where she scratched me. And the eyeshadow that we're going to be putting on top, let me see. Yes, we're going to go into the Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place, and we're going to be putting the shade we're going to use 2 shades. We're going to be using the shade Chi or Kai or Chai. No! It finally fell out and broke. I forgot that Casablanca falls out, and that's one of my favorite gold colors, but the pan broke. I can save it though. Oh my goodness, I don't have time. I'm just going to press it back in here, the pieces that fell out. Such a pretty color. So sad. I'm actually just going to leave it out because I don't want it to keep falling out of the palette again and again and again. But this time the eyeshadow actually fell out and like shattered, guys. Like I'm literally pressing it back in. I have most of it in there, but there's still, look at my fingers. You see all that gold on my fingertips from me trying to pick it up right now? No! I really do love this color though. That's the only reason I'm even like trying to save it. But look how much is on my fingers. I've lost so much. The pigment on this is gorgeous. Like, just look at that. Do you see that? It's all over my fingers, guys. This is a mess. I'm just gonna use my washcloth because I can always get another washcloth to clean off my fingers as much as I can. Now my fingers are literally like gold. And to clean off my arm. Yep, just gonna rub it in. Just embrace it. It's all on my fingers too. I'm just gonna rub it on my body and we're just gonna be glittery. Like, can you see that? Y'all can see the shimmer. I'm just gonna rub it into the skin, you know? Why not? So like I was saying, we're gonna mix the color Chai, Kai, or Ki, whatever, however you pronounce it. I think it's Kai or Chai, and Makita together. That's like a really deep blue. It's gonna be a shimmery version of what we put in the crease, and that's the purple. And this is just to make the purple a little bit darker and more intense. So first we're gonna go on with the lipstick from Milani. In the shade Sangria. It's like our base. And this is a cream lipstick, so it's really moisturizing. Yeah, this is a good idea. My eyes are coming off really blue. I wasn't trying to do a blue look. I wanted it to be more purple, so mixing these 2 shades together is going to be a really good look. We're going to use this like concealer type brush. I used it in my eyeshadow look yesterday. I'm just going to wipe it off on this washcloth. This eyeshadow is all in my little rug right here, so I'm going to have to fix that later. I'm going to take that shimmery deep, deep, deep blue, the Chi, Kai, Chai shade first. And I'm literally pressing this right on top of the lipstick. I'm focusing this on the outermost part of my lips. So I basically have a matte metallic lip. Look at that blue, that's beautiful. Makes me want to put a little bit in my waterline. I'm gonna put a little bit in there. Look at that. Ooh, girl. Try not to go outside of your lips because, like, these eyeshadows are super pigmented, so if you mess up, it's kind of hard to get it off. You can, but it's gonna like smear and smudge. Okay. Now I'm going to take the shade Makita, the purple, same brush, not even going to wipe it off. I'm going to apply that in the center. Now we have like ombre purplish blue lips. I'm going to take my finger and go with a little bit more of the blue. Just because I want more of the blue than the purple, I think. Yes. So my lips are a little bit brighter than my eyes, but I'm not mad at it. And literally they're like a matte metallic. I'm trying to decide if I want them to be completely blue and get rid of the purple just because. Yeah, let's do that. It'll still kind of be ombre-ish because the purple is underneath. That's our base color. But I'm just going to cover it up. There we go. Alright, so blue lips today it is. I really like this. Not what I was intending, not what I was really trying to go for, but I'll take it. So to clean up this little area over here, I'm going to take I like to use this to blend out my crease. I need something a little more firm. I'm going to take this e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush and a little bit of my foundation just to clean up around my lips a little bit on this side. Got a little cray cray. So take the tiniest bit of foundation. You can see that on the tip of the brush. This side's pretty good. But I'm just going to kind of dab right around that area. And then I'm going to take the LA Girl powder that we used to set my entire face on the same brush. I'm going to go over it. I love this look. I think it's so pretty with all the different shades of blue slash like kind of purplish. Love it. And then if this like starts to fade away during the day, I'll probably just put a purple lipstick a dark purple, or I can bring my blue, my Echo from Kat Von D with me. But hopefully it shouldn't really move. The last time I did this, it didn't even budge. Like, it didn't go anywhere. So this is a tip on how you can make your own like metallic blue lipstick. You can use eyeshadow on top of a creamy lipstick and just mix it up. Do your thing. So if you saw my hair yesterday, I did a whole tutorial on how I do my braid outs, but like I said, the humidity got to my hair, it rained, and so from that I transitioned to like a chunky braid out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 braids, only 6 braids. Basically 2 for the back half of my head, 2 for this like side section, and then 1 in the middle and 1 on this side. And I was just going to show you guys how that came out. All I did was add water to my hair. I didn't add any additional product because if you watch that video, you'll see how I got to this point and how many products I already have layered up in my head. I am going to put a little bit of my oil mix on my hands, in the palm of my hand. I rub it to my fingertips. So now my hands are nice and oily. And we're just going to take these down and see what I got going on today when it comes to my hair with this chunky braid out. The roots are actually not quite dry, which is fine. I should actually probably blow dry the roots. I probably will. So yeah, I just sprayed my hair with some warm water just to activate the product that's already in my hair before styling. And some people may not like the way my face looks, and my face does look very flat, but I really want the focus to be on my lips and eyes, obviously, so I didn't want to do anything to the cheeks or anything like that. So yeah, these chunky braids didn't dry all the way at the roots, so I'm not going to separate too much, and I'll show you how I just blow dry it. Just going to hit these with the blow dryer. These are some really big braids, so really thick. Yeah, this one didn't even dry all the way through, all the way. And I just had them in overnight too. So I'm not going to separate at all. I'm just going to leave them chunky and in these sections. I got to get my blow dryer. Yeah, this one didn't hardly dry at all. But I love a chunky braid out. Like, you can just see that definition. Oh, I'm loving this makeup look. It's so pretty. Like I said, totally not what I was going for. But okay, so I've unbraided. Oh no, I forgot the middle one. So to say I've unbraided all 6 braids, but I only did 5. And this is what it's looking like without me separating and fluffing it. But we don't want to do that until the hair is dry. And my roots are not dry. The ends are fine, but the roots and kind of mid-shaft for a lot of these plaits are not dry yet. Yeah, this one is the most wet actually. And you always want to be careful not to have too much friction if you're more concerned about definition. So you can see that's what these are looking like without being separated. I'm going to get the blow dryer so you can see what I do. Alright, so I have my blow dryer. Nola does not like that sound. I just need to move, rearrange a little bit. I have this eyeshadow up here. It's crushed into my carpet. My apartment is in shambles right now because I had all those people at my house. My family came. And I really haven't I haven't cleaned that much from that. Like, not even gonna lie. Okay. I'm going to put it on high heat, low speed. And let's see, you can't hear me. And I'm pulling the hair so I get some stretch. Okay, so I did each section for a few seconds with the high heat. Now I'm gonna put it all the way down to low heat, low speed. And you can see I'm like gently tugging on the hair because I want to freeze and dry the hair in the pattern that it's in from the braid. So I don't want to manipulate it too much. So now we have lowest heat, low speed. Yo, my dog thinks that she can eat the air coming out of the blow dryer. She's never heard or seen me use the blow dryer before, but I pointed it at her and she's like jumping up trying to eat the air. So I'm going to go to medium heat now because the back sections are still quite wet. The top and sides are basically dry. So medium heat, low speed. My dog legit just jumped at me. So now I'm going to go to the lowest heat again and just hit my hair one last time and do some cool blast. And I'm going to do this on high speed. Alright, so now my hair is 100% dry. And my dog was enjoying those faces. I hope you guys did too. And it takes the cord in on its own. She's like fascinated, my dog. She jumped on me. I don't know if you guys heard me go, hey! Or saw me do that. That's because she jumped on me because she was trying to get to the blow dryer. Alright, now that it's dry, 100%, you can go in and begin to fluff and separate. The more you fluff and separate, the less definition you'll have. The more gentle you are, the more definition you'll have. More definition, more gentleness, less fluffing. More fluffing, less definition. You should still be gentle, but usually I get a lot rougher when I'm like really trying to get super duper mega volume. Today I'm going for a little bit more definition in hopes that I won't have to re-braid my hair up or anything like that for tomorrow. And because I don't know the weather conditions I might face. So I'm just going to use my fingers. You can use a pick if you want to. I'm just going to use my fingers today. And this is essentially my hair from 6 braids. So this is a chunky braid out on my hair. Show y'all the back. Hopefully there's no parts still. Do 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 do. Let me look at the back. Oh yeah, it looks fine. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that completes this hair and makeup look. Like I said, I'm gonna wear a jean shirt, a light jean shirt that kind of matches the lightest part of my eyeshadow. And then dark jean pants, which match the outermost part of my eyeshadow, and then my lips are kind of in the middle. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup and hair sort of tutorial. Not really a hair tutorial, but you see my blow drying process, how I kind of start with, I forget what I start with, high heat. Yeah, start with high heat, and then I go to low heat, and I go to medium heat, and then I do cool. Yep. And for a short amount of time so that I don't have my hair using heat too much. I don't want my hair to be in the heat for too much. Look how these ends came out over here. They came out so curly and pretty. So yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this super long video. Let me know if there's any other hairstyles or makeup colors, tutorials, palettes, shade that you want me to use, especially if you have these palettes. Let me know what shades you want me to focus on. And I hope you guys enjoyed the glitter that I put on my body from that broken eyeshadow. And pray for me and all the cleaning that I need to do. Like, I need to wash dishes. I need to clean up this eyeshadow. I need to vacuum. I really just need to do everything. Just clean my entire apartment again. Which I did right before they came. And then I have to do it now that they're gone. Before school starts. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm done in perfect time. I actually have time to spare. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube.